Let's hear it for Pat Summitt. The first time she stepped on the court as a Lady Vol, first night out, 20 points. She was all everything. She is an assistant coach with the Lady Vols, and she is all team. To teach us about the team concept, help me welcome Coach Nikki Caldwell.
I'm here to talk about caring. Caring. Wow. You know, as playing for Pat, sometimes I didn't know if she cared for us. When she would make us get on the track at 5:30 in the morning, and we would be running 400s like we're the track team, and we would be out there with ROTC. We had our own little chants going on. You know, I don't remember them because I was too dazed and getting up at 5:30 in the morning. But we knew that there was going to be an end result from getting up at 5:30 in the morning and running some more and running some more and running some more, the conditioning part of it. But we didn't see that at first. We didn't definitely see that at first. To care, let's talk about caring here. You got to be concerned first and foremost. You got to be concerned about your kids, your student athletes' well-being, no matter what it is. It could be personal. It could be team-related. It could deal with professors. It could be family-related. But you got to first have a concern for that. When you establish that concern and you know what's going on in your kid's life, you also then, in the second part of that, show an interest in it. Kids can come and talk to you about things, but then if you don't give them that respect and that you're interested in what they have to say, they won't come to you again. So make sure that you're interested in it, in whatever they're talking about. After that, supervise it. Make sure you're overseeing that whatever they've come to you with, that you're going to put it in full action by supervising over whatever their concern is. And then they're going to realize that you do care about them. Well, we need to tell all of our parents, our coaches, those associated with athletics, go out and be a difference maker. Thank you.
Finally, to talk about citizenship tonight, I'd like to invite Missy Kane to the stage. She's a well-known local personality and fitness entrepreneur and fitness evangelist, but she represented us at the Olympics in '84 and at the Pan American Games. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Missy Kane.
One of the things is do your share to make your school and community a better place. So I'll add in there, do your share to make your team and your community and your school a better place. 2, cooperate. We've heard that tonight, but you do have to cooperate with all of your athletes, the other coaches, the refs. You have to cooperate with them because your kids are watching you. You need to stay informed with the rules. Stay informed like Coach Pearl was talking about, and Nikki, with what's going on with your kids. Obey all the laws and rules. I'll talk about that in a second. Respect authority. Walk the walk. We can all talk the talk, but as a parent, I know my kids are going to watch what I do. I'm going to close with 2 things from the Olympics, since that's fitting. First is the Olympic oath. Now, this was written back in 1920, and the athletes still use it today, and it really talks to me about character counts. We swear that we will take part in these Olympic Games in the true spirit of sportsmanship, and that we will respect, abide by all the rules that govern them for the glory of sport and the honor of our country. That is the Olympic oath that all the athletes take at the beginning ceremonies at the Olympics. The last one, and I love this. This is the Olympic Creed. And you think of the Olympics, the biggest platform in sports. But listen to this and remind ourselves, I have to remind myself as a parent too, and a volunteer coach, that we're not just out there. I love the Olympics when it comes around, but I kind of hate the go for the gold. Because in our country, it sounds like the only way you're a winner is if you're a gold medalist. I wish it said, go for the goal. Go for the goal of being a good citizen. Go for the goal of having great character. So I'll leave you with this. This is the Olympic Creed. The most important thing in the Olympic Games is not to win, but to take part. Just as the most important thing in life is not the triumph, but the struggle. The essential thing is not to have conquered, but to have fought well. Thanks so much.
Fell in love with skyscrapers. There are a pair of skyscrapers in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, called the Petronas Towers. They've starred in a couple of movies. And I started studying these beautiful skyscrapers, about 1,483 feet tall, cost of $1.6 billion. Whenever you build something that's tall, you have to dig a real deep foundation. The foundation for those towers is almost 500 feet deep. 500 feet deep. And what I found out in studying skyscrapers is that if you intend to build something really tall, you've got to dig really deep. If you want to go higher, you have to go deeper. Our foundations are what give us a platform upon which to build. Foundations like trustworthiness and respect and responsibility and fairness and caring and citizenship, those are those deep foundations. Our encouragement to you tonight is to teach them. You have to be intentional about it. You have to say, you know what, there is an agenda within our organization, and part of that is to infuse you with the foundation upon which to build your life. You have to enforce them. My mother was one of the greatest enforcers of all time. She did it at the end of a switch. Any of you know about a switch? In America, they will arrest you for that now, but my mother beat my behind. I'm not asking you to do that to your students. But you do have to enforce the rules. If you teach these rules of character, you have to enforce them. You have to advocate for them. But probably the most important thing that you have to do as coaches and parents and people involved with young people is you have to model them, because they're not paying attention to what you say. They're watching who you are.